Bebop and Bebe are not who you think they are. Each and every single one of their videos are spammed with comments telling them to wear a specific color to show they're in danger. And a lot of the times they do wear that color. And Bebop even has an older brother named Peyton who went missing shortly after he revealed that he was being forced to make videos. I did some digging into Bebe's past and y'all are not gonna believe what I found out.
Imagine your daughter goes missing and years later she shows up on TikTok. This is the Bebop and Bebe conspiracy, where people believe the duo looks exactly the same as this kidnapped daughter on the FBI list since 2015. You'll see them secretly asking for help, from the colors they wear to even a demon spot.
Gather around, everyone, because we have an update on the wild Bebop and Bebe situation. The internet is absolutely buzzing, and I'm telling you, it's too wild to ignore. Meet Bebop and Bebe, the TikTok mother-daughter duo who started off just like any regular family, posting cute, quirky lip-sync videos and handstands to popular songs. At first glance, nothing seemed off. I mean, TikTok has its fair share of strange content, but a mom and daughter having some fun? That seemed pretty innocent, or so we thought, until the comments started flooding in. And they weren't just any comments. These were super cryptic messages that hinted at something unusual. That's when we realized things might not be as simple as they seemed. But trust me, this story goes way deeper than just some color-coded messages, and it's about to get messy. There's a lot to unpack here, so grab your popcorn and let's dive in. To give you some context, Bebop and Bebe started out like any typical internet duo, cute, harmless, just trying to vibe with the TikTok family. But soon, people started noticing strange details that made them say, "Hold up, something's not adding up." And I'm not just talking about tiny details here and there. People began examining every single frame of their videos. Like detectives searching for hidden clues, viewers were dissecting every frame. Let me tell you, this had people jumping to some wild conclusions. First, let's dive into the color theories. These weren't just casual TikTok comments like, "Oh, cute video." No, these were intense messages from people who seemed genuinely concerned, almost like code breakers asking Bebop to wear specific colors if she was in danger. It was things like, "Wear blue in the next video if something's wrong," or "Wear purple if you need help."
Each and every single one of their videos are spammed with comments telling them to wear a specific color to show they're in danger. And a lot of the times they do wear that color.
Suddenly, every outfit color sparked its own rumor and theory. Fans even started to believe that if Bebop wasn't wearing the requested color, maybe she couldn't leave the house to buy clothes in that shade. The whole vibe shifted, and people were genuinely convinced this mother-daughter duo was under some kind of threat. And let me tell you, it didn't stop there. People weren't just convinced that Bebop and Bebe were secretly reaching out for help. They thought they saw even more troubling signs of danger. In one particular video, some fans were absolutely sure they spotted a speaker in the background. And let me tell you, they were dead serious. They believed this wasn't just any speaker, but some kind of device used to eavesdrop on their conversations, tracking every word they said. Theories were running wild, with people genuinely convinced an invisible puppet master was monitoring Bebop and Bebe's every move. But let's be real for a second. It was a speaker, not a high-tech spy microphone. Still, that didn't stop fans from stretching these theories as far as they could. What's even crazier is that the so-called proof just kept stacking up. People began examining Bebop's face closely in every video, looking for the slightest hint of distress, bruises, marks, anything that could mean she was in trouble. There was even a video where fans swore they spotted a nosebleed on her, immediately interpreting it as a sign she'd been hurt by some mysterious figure lurking in the background. It got to the point where fans weren't just watching the videos, they were dissecting every single detail, reading into everything with an intensity that's hard to believe. They even noticed a slight difference in her nostrils and immediately jumped to the conclusion, "Oh, she must have been punched." It was getting to the point of being downright ridiculous. But that's not all. Believe it or not, their followers were convinced they could see strange reflections in her eyes, suggesting that someone was lurking in the room, forcing Bebop and Bebe to make these videos against their will. As if that wasn't enough, these internet detectives went as far as scrutinizing locks on their doors and other household items, claiming these were proof that the mother-daughter duo was being held captive. Seriously, it was getting wild. Then, just when you'd think the internet sleuths would take a step back from these kidnapping theories, they doubled down instead. The theories kept spiraling, and that's where the real tea starts spilling. People even started investigating Bebe's background, speculating about who she might really be in real life. Some followers became convinced that Bebe was actually an ex-convict named Diane Patricia Evans, who had somehow re-emerged with a hidden agenda. It was as if no theory was too extreme to consider, and the internet wasn't about to let this go quietly. Others speculated that she might also be one Colette Dupre, who, let's just say, has a rather complicated past. But believe me, that's not even the craziest part. If you thought that was wild, you're definitely going to want to keep listening. So here's the breakdown. There's this theory going around that Bebe is actually Diane Patricia Evans, a woman with quite the record, folks. Yep, you heard that right. Apparently, this Diane has a whole list of charges, including battery, trespassing, and even more serious allegations. And many fans are convinced that this Diane character could actually be the real Bebe, hiding behind a TikTok persona. Given her alleged history, people couldn't help but raise eyebrows, especially since rumors were already swirling that Bebop and Bebe might be involved in something shady, and yet the bizarre theories kept piling up. It's like each new guess only made the story more outrageous. One of the wildest theories that's taken over TikTok is that Bebop isn't actually a child at all. Some online detectives are convinced she's a grown woman pretending to be a kid. And let me tell you, they're dead serious about it. So why do they think this? Well, apparently, it's because Bebop has a more mature appearance, with fans claiming she gives off vibes that just don't fit her age. People went off, dissecting her outfits, like a low-cut police costume she wore in one video, or the choker around her neck. It seems like there's no end to the layers of intrigue here, and fans are more invested than ever. Accessories that people typically associate with adults, not a young girl, have only added fuel to the fire. And then there's the set they're filming on. Yes, whistleblowers are even calling it a set, not a bedroom. Allegedly, Bebe admitted during a live session that they actually shoot on a set, but she didn't offer any explanations for the locked doors, which left people feeling more than a little uneasy. With that, fans have become convinced that this setup isn't just odd, it's straight up disturbing. Some are saying Bebop and Bebe are practically actors, playing roles and hiding a deeper, possibly darker agenda. The internet has created a whole laundry list of theories around these two, but the wildest part? All the rumors and speculations are working like magic for Bebop and Bebe because they're drawing in some serious traction and attention. But then there's this jaw-dropping theory that Bebop might actually be a missing child. This one went viral, suggesting a link between Bebop and Aranza Marie Ochoa Lopez, a young girl from Washington State who vanished a few years ago. The story gets even darker. Aranza's mom, who had a criminal record, was caught and sentenced. Yet, Aranza herself remains missing. The eerie resemblance between Bebop and Aranza has fans convinced they're the same person, and that Bebe might be hiding her missing daughter in plain sight on TikTok, right under everyone's noses. This story was all over TikTok until, get this, the FBI themselves stepped in, confirming they'd looked into it and concluded it wasn't true. But even that official statement didn't ease the tension. The whole mystery still left the internet on edge. And honestly, people couldn't just move on. Now, shifting gears a bit, let's talk about the role social media is playing in all of this. Armchair detectives, true crime TikTokers, and YouTube commentators are living for this story. It's practically become TikTok's sleuthing project of the month, as one user put it. People are dissecting every single Bebop video like it's the real-life mystery that needs solving. And the way some of these YouTubers and TikTokers approach it has got everyone completely hooked, almost convinced that there's something sinister lurking behind every seemingly innocent video. What makes this case particularly tricky is that since this whole mystery has brought in waves of viewers and attention for Bebop and Bebe, it's hard to tell where reality ends and internet myth begins. You got the strange set, the locked door, the costumes, and all these other small details feeding the intrigue. It's like a riddle that never fully resolves itself. And then there's the true crime and commentary community that has latched onto this story in a major way. For many of these YouTubers and TikTok creators, Bebop and Bebe have become a goldmine of content. This isn't the first time they've chased a creepy online story either. Remember the Wayfair conspiracy, where people thought kids were being trafficked through overpriced furniture listings? The whole Wayfair conspiracy was built on pure speculation, but it blew up so massively that Wayfair had to issue a public denial. Despite that, the theory kept spreading like wildfire on social media, much like the Bebop and Bebe situation. But hold on, there's another eerily similar story. If you've been around here for a while, you probably remember when we covered the Incaster sisters. It's the same plot, same theories, and the same coded messages telling them to wear certain colors if they were supposedly in danger. It's practically the same script playing out again. So you have to wonder, is this some sort of playbook TikTokers are tapping into to drive up views and engagement? But here's the twist, y'all. All this attention also brings a darker side. These conspiracy theories are creating a cycle of restlessness and suspicion. If Bebop and Bebe are just in it for the fun, we really need to pause and think about the type of content allowed on platforms like TikTok. At what point does it go from fun, mysterious videos to profiting off wild accusations? It's about engaging viewers with intriguing content, even if everyone knows the theories are exaggerated. But there's a fine line between feeding curiosity and crossing boundaries. Now, here's the craziest part. While these true crime sleuths and commentators have been pulling in viewers with the story, Bebop and Bebe are cashing in too. They've even secured brand deals and created their own line of slime products, promoted heavily to their new wave of followers. The conspiracies continue fueling their buzz, creating a kind of viral momentum that seems impossible to stop. Their audience keeps growing with each new theory that pops up, and instead of addressing these concerns head-on, Bebop and Bebe lean into the mystery, using it to keep viewers hooked. Experts call this a twisted reward cycle, where every comment or share feels like a personal victory to fans who believe they're unraveling a hidden mystery. This constant interaction actually sustains these theories, keeping them alive and adding fuel to the flames. In fact, this feedback loop only encourages even more speculation, which in Bebop and Bebe's case adds directly to their fame. Whether or not there's any real danger, the ongoing drama has turned them into one of TikTok's most talked about and mysterious accounts. But on the other hand, some viewers have a totally different perspective, especially regarding the broader conversation around child creators. And this hits on a deeper level. This story shines a light on the bigger issues surrounding kids and online content creation. Bebop is young, extremely young, and with over 8.5 million followers, her family is clearly managing everything, from her account to booking deals and even building an entire brand around her. But there are no child labor laws that protect young influencers on social media, and we all know the potential consequences of that. We've ventured down this rabbit hole countless times, and by now it's pretty clear that many kids, like Bebop, might not actually want to be in these videos all the time. More often than not, the moment these accounts start bringing in money, parents keep pushing, and it becomes hard to know where enjoyment ends and obligation begins. Take Bebop and Bebe's situation for example. TikTok itself is essentially rewarding their content by fueling engagement. You all know how platforms like TikTok thrive on high-energy, drama-filled content, especially around consumer conspiracy theories. As a result, these videos pull in more likes, more comments, more views, and the cycle just feeds itself. This means that the more people obsess over Bebop and Bebe, the more TikTok's algorithm keeps boosting their account. Ironically, all this intense attention has only helped the family grow its following, even when comment sections are flooded with SOS messages from worried viewers. If this whole kidnapping story were truly just a rumor, Bebop's family could easily put these theories to rest. But they don't. Instead, they ignore the growing frenzy, continuing to release videos that fuel the conspiracy theories. Because, let's be real, acknowledging it might mean less profit. Interestingly, they did address the rumors once in a supposedly tell-all interview, but fans were required to pay for access. Can you imagine? People were outraged, seeing it as just another cash grab on top of everything else. Yet, while everyone's caught up in this wild ride, bigger questions about child creators on social media are left in the dust. Like, do these kids even want this fame? Or are they just doing what's expected? Are they under pressure to perform, or are they genuinely enjoying it? These are the questions we should be focusing on instead of diving headfirst into wild theories. Observers point out that conspiracy theories end up distracting from a much more pressing issue: the potential exploitation of children on social media. Many argue that if Bebop and Bebe genuinely wanted privacy, they wouldn't be posting on such a highly visible platform. But is that a fair judgment when we're dealing with a young child? Sure, Bebop is putting herself out there, but remember, she's a minor, and her online presence is being managed by her family. Social media culture can make it incredibly hard for these young creators to draw a line between personal life and online persona, especially when algorithms reward exactly the kind of mystery and speculation swirling around Bebop and Bebe. So here we are, folks. After years of conspiracy theories, cryptic comments, and strange behavior, Bebop and Bebe have officially become internet enigmas. While they could easily clear things up by addressing the rumors straightforwardly, they seem perfectly content to let the speculation keep rolling. Keeping fans on edge is what keeps them relevant, and they're not stopping anytime soon, even if it means playing up the idea of danger for clout. One thing's clear, this story has spiraled far beyond anyone's control, turning Bebop and Bebe into emerging legends of online drama. Whether that's good or bad is up for debate. This story's got a little bit of everything. Mystery, true crime vibes, conspiracy theories, and a dose of social media fame. This story has it all. The most mind-bending part, the longer the internet keeps digging and questioning, the more this TikTok mystery thrives. It's like fuel to the fire. But I've gotta ask, what do you all think? Are Bebop and Bebe leaning into these theories for the attention, or is there truly something darker lurking beneath the surface? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you missed the deep dive we did on the Incaster Sisters mystery a while back, you might want to go check that out. Because seriously, what are the odds that these two stories could be so eerily similar? Like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.